Welcome to the final lesson in this 10-lesson series where we're looking at 2 chord songs where one of those chords is a bar chord. In this case, this is Born in the USA by Bruce Springsteen. We're doing this in the key of the original recording. Of course, Bruce, when he plays this, in gigs and things over the last 10 or 20 years even, he's doing it totally differently. He's doing his different version in kind of a blues, open blues with a slide fashion. Very different to this. So although we're doing it on an acoustic guitar, every song is open to interpretation. Many of you may recognize this song from my beginner's course or my 10-day guitar starter course, where we were using a capo or a capo at the 2nd fret and using the chords A major and D major, more in this fashion, right? Those of you that recognise that, this is ideal for you because we're sort of filling in a lot of these pieces that we need to put together to be able to do the goal of this course, which is for you guys to be able to go on to learn whatever songs you want to play and strum and have fun with. That's the only goal of this course. I want you to learn as many of these songs as you want to and you like, but every step of the way we're taking the time to look at the principles so we can learn whatever songs you want to do. So if you haven't done that already, definitely check out the other videos in this series. Play 10 songs with 2 chords where one of them is a bar chord. So it's intermediate guitar stuff, and this is the hardest chord that we've probably gone for in this whole course, and this is a chord that really stops people being able to learn other songs. This is a B chord. In previous lessons, when we've had a B chord, we've been able to use a B7, for example, kind of a 12-bar blues in the key of E. In this case, we can't. We need the full B major chord, and that is the best way that we can play it. Barring at the 2nd fret, root note is at string 5, so that's our B note, A sharp, B, and we're making that A shape, imagining that our first finger is that capo or capo. There is an easier way to play the same chord, but it's not super great for this song. But the other way to play it would be at the 7th fret. So this is the 3rd dot on my guitar. So 1, 2, 3. I'm playing the bar here. So 1, 2, 3, and that's 7th fret. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, where I put my first finger. And that actually sounds the same as this. But that would mean that we're moving so far to play the 2nd chord in the song, which is that E major chord. So much easier E major chord, but it's a long way. One way to make that change easier would be to play fingers 2, 3 and 4 as our E major chord, which is why, again to increase our knowledge, these are called E-shaped bar chords, because these fingers make that E shape. And we can either play it like that. Hopefully this is starting to put some things together for you guys. If this is totally too much and you're like, what are you talking about, Andy? Check out my beginner's course and the other lessons in this series. I've got a lot of links in the description below to really help you guys, and not least the Andy Guitar app, which is now available on Google Play and iOS, and it's totally free to download. I hope the structure that these things offer you really help you guys to get at least to this level. But this is one of the harder songs, as I say, we've done. So we would have 4 bars of this B chord and then 4 bars of the E chord. The simplest way to do that, as kind of a way to strum along to the song, would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, so that's 2nd bar, 3rd bar, 4th, and then E, 2, 3, 4, 1, 3rd bar, 4th bar, and then repeating that for the whole song. That's not going to be easy if you're not used to doing this. Remember those top 3 bar chord techniques that we've looked at earlier in this course. Number 1, keep your elbow in. Even when you're doing this one, keeping that elbow into your side will help. It doesn't have to be, you're not pressing it against your body, you're just making sure that your elbow's not sticking out, so that we're not on the flat of our first finger, we're on the inside of it, we're on this side, okay? The one that's this is my hand, noise, I want to be on this side, just leaning that way, okay? I've got my first finger lower, which is harder, but it only has to hold down string 2 and string 1, string 5 and string 1, sorry, so that this bar chord will ring out. Keep fingers 2, 3 and 4 really, really curled, which we looked at in the last lesson, the Hank Williams Jambalaya song. That's where we were looking at really, really curling these fingers over, and I hope that really helps you guys out. And then change into the E. Wants to be something that you just work on and drill. And again, part of this series, the whole point of it, is that's all that's going to happen into the song. And we're trying to get you playing along to these songs, which you can do with a bit of help on the website, where this lesson is kind of embedded. It will have a lot more materials there to help you kind of play along to this stuff. The little melody that I was playing, so I started this video. It's not easy. Doing one, then the other. Real intermediate guitar player stuff, okay? And I'm not showing off, I'm not bragging. It's just the fact that a lot of people at this level, I wouldn't expect them to be able to do it, and I wouldn't want you to practice it. However, you can absolutely just practice the melody on its own and then the chords. Practice them separate, and then you'd be amazed how much it can just fall together when you have a go at doing the two together. Just strum the chord once and then play the melody that we'll learn. But the melody on its own first was, no matter what chord's playing, no matter what's happening, 2nd fret, open, 2nd, 4, open, 2. So fret numbers wise, 2, 0, 2, 4, 0, 2. No matter what the chord is. 0, 2, 4, 0, 2. 0, 2, 4, 0, 2. 0, 2, 4, 0, 2. Okay, it is a little bit fast, but hopefully. Born in the USA. Born in the USA. Have a look from this angle, see if it helps. Born in the USA. Notice I've got my thumb over the top all the time. Now this is a real kind of electric guitar, lead guitar technique. All of that kind of jazz. This will be new to some people, but notice how it's exactly the same as when we were changing between the chords in the last song to just G and C. That thumb's over the top. And it's a real pop rock style to have this thumb over the top. Almost for a whole song, unless we're doing bar chords, I guess. And if I was strumming, that's what I'd be doing. And there's one little cheat that I feel like I just have a bit of a duty to tell you about it, because if you're really just banging your head against the brick wall with these bar chords, there's one little cheat that I will let you know about where you can just keep the fingers 2, 3 and 4 in the same position, but that first finger at the 2nd fret, move that thumb over the top. Now this is not good technique for kind of everything, but it's a little practical thing we can sometimes do where we can mute the thickest 2 strings. And this sound basically the same. We're just not playing the thickest string. Or we could just choose not to strum that thickest string. And again, we're working on these 3 fingers being in the right position for this bar chord. So we're still training our bar chords, but we're not actually having to bar, which we've done a lot in this course. Yeah! This whole song would kind of be, if you want to play along, please do, in a 1, 2, 3, 4. Born down in Dead Man's Town. The first kick I took was when I hit the ground. You end up like a dog that's been beat too much, till you spend half your life trying to cover it up now. Born in the USA. I was born in the USA now. Born in the USA. I was born in the USA. Other thing I'm doing there is obviously adding my little finger there, because the first bit of the melody that's everything that I wanted to cover in this tutorial. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video and have checked out the other ones in this series. It's at that sort of late beginner, early intermediate kind of level that I call improver. You're not a beginner, you got so many chords down and you're learning bar chords, but you're still learning how all this fits together and you haven't yet got that freedom on the instrument. That's improver level, in my opinion, for my syllabus. You'll find more help on the website, andyguitar.co.uk, in all my courses and on all the stuff that's available on the Andy Guitar app. Links on the screen now, links in the description. Thank you so much. Let me know what you've thought of this series. Give me your feedback and we'll make all the lessons better in the future. Thank you for your support. I will see you next time. Bye for now.